Hi, welcome back to Hawaii Turo. I don't know how you found me, but I'm glad you did. If you are wondering what is Turo, what is it? Turo is a way that you can make some money with your extra car, or if you want to turn it into a business, you can just expand and just make unlimited amount of money. This channel is going to help you do that. I upload videos every single Thursday about my tips, tricks, and stats about my business. I've been doing this since 2017, and I have 40 videos right now. It's going to be more and more and more and more. It's going to help you out. So let's get into this video. All right, so if you're new to Turo and you are wondering what are extras, and you're wondering how you can make more and more and more money, even maximize the amount of money you can make from extras. Extras make up a huge percentage of the money that you can make. So simple as that. If you don't have extras, you are losing money, like tons and tons of money. It doesn't matter if you have one car, you have 5 cars, 10 cars, or 20 cars. You need to have your extras, and you need to have your extras maximized so you can make as much money as you can from your business. So I want to talk about how I do my extras and how I believe that you should do your extras. Extras. So as you know, extras, there's lots of extras. I'm gonna go over most of them, but I'm gonna go over the main ones first. So the main 3 is the post cleaning fee extra, the prepaid fuel extra, and the unlimited mile extra. Those are like the main 3. That's the base. I'm gonna go over each one of them. So the first one, let's go over the post cleaning fee extra. So maybe you're wondering, maybe you don't know what post cleaning fee, but with Turo, a car on their terms of service, the car has to come back in a certain condition or you get charged a cleaning fee. So you can have in your mind that you think Turo is Hertz, or Turo is Enterprise, or Turo is Animal, all those other that makes millions and millions of dollars, and their business model is set up to incorporate their cleaning with the cost. With Turo, it is not incorporated. It's not. Turo takes so much of the cut that there's no way that it can be incorporated in the cost. You have to have a post cleaning fee. You just have to have it. It could be $5, $10, $15, $20, $25. This is just for simple cleaning. Of course, the bigger cleaning, I'm gonna talk about that a little later when you're doing that. But for just a regular post cleaning fee, it has to be something. So when a car comes back dirty, for me, it's mostly sand. But for you, it can just be dirt. It can be cups everywhere. It can be food everywhere. You have to have the post cleaning fee in place. That's just, and then before that, you have to, which I'm going to put up there, you have to basically tell them your standards, Turo standards, tell them the standards. I have a copy paste message that I sent to everybody who rents my cars about the extras. The main thing, it is the post cleaning fee. My post cleaning fee is $20, which you know that if you watch my earlier videos, they hit up $20. So if you get $20, you can bring it back pretty much in whatever condition. And that's how I do that. And that is a way that I believe that's a pretty big percentage of the money. $20, every single reservation. So pretty much you can get as many reservations as you can, and that basically gives you an opportunity to get as much cleaning fees as you can. But maybe you're one of those hosts like, oh man, I'm just gonna clean it. I have car wash memberships and this and that, and basically, it doesn't cost anything. Okay, you do that, but then you're missing out on tons and tons of money. As long as you tell the renter up front what is to be expected of the car, most of them will understand. But then you think to yourself, or you thinking, oh Matt, they're gonna leave you a bad review. That's not necessarily true. If you give them their standards, and they most of the time, if the car is dirty, if they think the car is dirty, which you told them exactly what should, what's dirty and what's not, what should happen afterwards. Like plenty of times, almost every single day, every other day, I get a message on Turo saying, oh, can I add the cleaning fee? I get happy. Like that's really good. That's like music to my ears when I get that message. I'm like, yes, I did good. I didn't get them on the front end, but I got them on the back end. And that is why you have to do that. Because just imagine if I didn't have the post cleaning fee, if I didn't have any of that, then it just would have been what? I would just lose money, or I have to go through the official Turo, reimbursement stuff, which is way more than $20. It's like what, $50 and like $100 for like really, really, really bad. And that's just a bad experience, really, for, I want to say pretty much for everyone, definitely for the renter. So that's like guarantee you're gonna get a bad review. That's basic guarantee. So I would not do it that way. I believe with that, doing it the way that I do it, it could be $10. Maybe you tell them $10, and maybe almost everybody adds it. And maybe you do 1 day rentals or 2 day rentals, 1 or 2 days, and you get like every single body that had $10. Just imagine how much more money that is. Just calculate that. That is a lot of money. I mean, just over the course of a month, it could be like $1,000. I'm like, wow, $1,000 added to what you're making already? Doesn't that sound good? I know it does. It definitely sounds good. That is why I do it with, with my 14 cars and counting. Every car, all the way from my really, really small Spark, all the way up to my 2019 Chevy Camaro. That, I believe, that right there, you maximize that cleaning fee, that is going to increase your bottom line. So the next thing I'm going to do is the prepaid fuel. So the prepaid fuel is another thing. You go into Hertz, they always ask you, do you want to use their prepaid, fuel charge? And you see the cost, and obviously it's more than whatever the fuel will be, but then they say at the bottom, this is for the convenience and all that. So, and some people take it. Me personally, I wouldn't take that. But there are some people who do not want to deal with refilling a car, finding a gas station. I mean, depending on where you're at, gas stations could be hard to find. People don't want to deal with that. So some people will just pay it. So I have it about, on my Mustangs, I think I have it about, $65 a day, I believe. $65 or $55 a day. And I believe my Sparks, I just put it the same thing. There's a possibility that the Sparks tanks, I'm pretty sure the Sparks tank is smaller, so I probably should bring it down. Probably. I don't know. I don't remember. It got to be smaller. I haven't really filled it up from empty because I just got the car. So if it's 14 gallons or less than 14 gallons, definitely I should bring it down. But the point is, get paid. Because in Hawaii, more than likely in 24 hours, only like one time a car came back empty, which was insane. That never happens. And empty was like $50. So it was on that one, I think at that time I had about $65, and I really didn't make it. I think I lost $1 or $2. It was kind of insane, but that never happens. But that from that experience, that's how I increased the price. So like I said, $65 per trip. So basically, you just basically calculate how much it costs and probably go over I don't know, like $10 to $15 over. And that's good money. But there are some people that don't do it, and they bring back the car, half a tank, 3/4 of a tank. And that's up to you. You can do the charge, put it on there, do the charge, and then get the $10 thing, the convenience fee, which is on Turo, the $10, that's automatic. Or, usually half a tank, I always put on there. I put the prepaid fuel charge, and I tell them this is prepaid fuel. And mostly they accept it. They understand that, they brought it back, like half or less than half, and they should be paying the prepaid fuel extra, not the convenience fee of only $10. So that's another thing that you can do. I mean, that's what I do. I've done it plenty of times, and that definitely will increase your bottom line. You gotta get the money anywhere you can. Let's go to the next thing. The next thing is going to be a little bit different for me and you, right? Because Hawaii is an island, so unlimited miles. This is kind of controversial. Some people say do not ever add unlimited miles. I'm like, I think you can. Wait, I think you can. But wait, I'm gonna tell you why. Even on the mainland, let's go on the mainland. If I was on the mainland doing this, and I've had unlimited miles, what would I do? You know, you're like, oh, Matt, they can drive, you know, different, you know, drive out of state, drive hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles, crazy depreciation, bring it down. It'll be crazy. But hold on, you can do unlimited miles per day or per trip. Per trip, negative. Don't do that. That is crazy. Unless you have some crazy number, no one's going to accept it anyway. No one's going to add that. What you do is per day. Per day. So I have it at about $20 per day. Obviously, don't do that for the mainland. So per day, I would put my cars at, like, let's just go with basic cars. You know, all the more expensive cars, you know, it's 100 miles anyway. But, you know, for it's 200 miles. So, you know, right now, all the regular cars, you know, not deluxe, not super deluxe, it's 200 miles per day. That's Turo standard. That's just the way it is. So what can you do? If you add unlimited miles, I would say put it between what? $40 and about $45 per day. And you see that, you know, $45 per day. That, I believe that will help you out in depreciation. I mean, what if someone rents it for 3 or 4 days? Okay, 3 or 4 days. That's $120 to $160 more, right? That's what that is. 120, 160, and that's pretty good. Okay, even if they drive, I don't know, they drive tons and tons of miles. I mean, even that would be more than what if they go over, and you know, what is it 20 if you're to cheap cars under like 50-60 bucks, you're probably getting about 20 to 25 cents per mile in overages, and that's before Turo's cut, depending on your insurance plan. So it's better to just have that at about $45 a day. Simple as that. If you do that, I believe that will help you out easily, and that will stop the people who want to use, the local people who want to use your car for gig economy, because they are not going to use your car for gig economy if you are charging them $45 every single day on top of whatever your rate is. There's no way, because that's something you got to deal with too. If you don't ever just have unlimited miles, because people will use your car for the gig economy, and you do not want that ever. You know, I actually had a problem with that one time. They were using my car, this woman using my car for the gig economy, and she actually delivered food to me. You know, I saw my car and I saw her face. I was like, no ways. So I met her downstairs, and she was playing, oh, I can't do that. I'm like, obviously you can't do that. She knew she was wrong. I got my car back, whatever. She left me a bad review. I left her a bad review, but that's the whole point in that. So let's get back to the other extras. So there are a lot of other extras. But before I get into all the extras, I have to say this. Any extra, Turo will not, I'll say it again, Turo will not pay for extras that are lost, stolen, broken, or anything. So all that other stuff that you're gonna add as an extra for whatever price, you got to know. If they take it, if they lose it, if it gets broken, Turo is not going to pay for any of that stuff. Zero, nothing, absolutely nothing. So because of that, I would not add any other extra. I wouldn't even add a car seat, because car seat has liability. I've done it before with no issues, but I've heard people have issues if something happens. But anything else, I mean, from coolers, from a bike rack, I mean, for a surfboard rack, or any extra that you can think of, I wouldn't add it unless you are okay with worst case scenario, you just lose it and you're not getting reimbursed. You're just not getting reimbursed, because even if they wanted to pay you, you can't accept cash transactions, because that's gray market transaction, and that can get kicked off of Turo. But you cannot get any reimbursement for that. It's as simple as that. There's no point. But yeah, I think that's everything. I went into detail. So I'm hoping that if you watch this far, you know, you've gotten some good information to help you out in your Turo business. So I would say hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell so you can get all of my juicy information every single Thursday. So thank you for watching.